For this demonstration, I'm going to show you table inheritance. So for this demonstration, I'm going to create an additional table, and this table is going to contain car information. Since we already have the DB vehicle table that contains many fields common to all vehicles, I'll inherit that table to add my own car specific fields on my derivative table. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to make sure I have the DB vehicle table open. So I'm going to close out everything else that I have open. I'm also going to close my output window, and then I'm going to create a new table. So I'm going to just scroll up on my project here. I'm going to close these nodes down. It just makes it a little bit more organized. And I'm going to right click and create a new table by clicking add new item. I'm going to go over to data model, and I'm going to select table. I'm going to go ahead and give this a new name. I'm going to say DB car table, and I'll go ahead and click add. So you can see over here, I have my designer open now. I'm going to go ahead and just set the label for this. So I'm going to go over to my properties, and I'm going to specify the label. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to make sure that both of our tables support inheritance. So I'm going to first go to the DB vehicle table, and I'm going to select the main DB vehicle table node here, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and this is where our inheritance option is. So we'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit further, and we can see that this does not support inheritance. So therefore, I can't use inheritance or set the extends property on my DB car table. So I'll go ahead and say yes here, and I'll do a save. And then I'll go back to my DB car table. We'll go ahead and say yes, and then we'll specify the extends property here. And so what we can say is that this DB car table is going to extend the DB vehicle table, and it's going to use the properties that the DB vehicle table has already set. So now that we've set these properties of the supporting inheritance and the extends DB vehicle table, I can go over to my DB car table and I can right click on it, and you'll see that we can go to the DB vehicle table from here. So this is our first indication that the system is registering our inheritance relationship. So if we want to check the inheritance even more directly, we can right click on the DB card table in the designer and select view hierarchy. So I can click view hierarchy, and I can see, I should see the DB vehicle table here once it loads. So once this displays, we can see that the DB car table is inheriting from the DB vehicle table. So I'll go ahead and close that out, and we'll go back to the DB car table. And I'm going to go ahead and say no since we didn't change anything. So if I go to the DB car table and I expand the fields, we'll see that there's no fields. We need to keep in mind that this table actually contains all of the fields it inherited from the DB vehicle table. But what this empty list is indicating is that we haven't added any additional fields that are specific to the DB car table. So we can go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to add two new fields, and if we go to my EDT integers, you can see I've added a couple more here. I've added the DB electric capacity and the DB miles per gallon integers. So what we can do is we can do a drag and drop to the fields node in our DB car table. So if I click on electric capacity, I can drag and drop that into the fields node. And basically what we're doing is on top of the fields that are already in the DB vehicle table, we're adding in addition to the DB electric capacity and DB miles per gallon EDTs. So we have finished now, and so I'll just go ahead and do a save, and I will build the project.